Greetings, everyone. Those of you that are in person and those of you that are virtual, welcome to tonight's meeting. I'm going to call the meeting to order. Commissioner Brian Marley is not here tonight. He is in Hope County with his job, and at home resting from surgery is Mayor Pro Tem Kenwana McCray. However, she is joining us by my cell phone, so she'll be able to comment during the agenda. So I asked everyone to please rise for the invocation from Reverend Jason Todd and remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Mr. Mayor, members of the board, thank you for this opportunity and honor to give the invocation tonight on my first official day as a pastor here in Hope Mills. Let us pray. Heavenly Father, we come before you with grateful hearts, thanking you for the opportunity to serve the people of Hope Mills. We ask for your wisdom tonight. Guide the conversations, decisions, and plans made in this room so that they honor you and bless our community. Lord, we lift up our town, especially in this season where concerns about safety weigh on many of us. Grant peace to our neighborhoods, courage to our leaders, protection for our first responders, and unity among our citizens. Help us work together for the good of every family who calls Hope Mills home. Bless each commissioner, staff member, and resident here tonight. Give us clarity, humility, and a spirit of cooperation. May everything done here be marked by integrity and a desire to build a stronger, safer, and more hopeful community. It's in your holy name we pray tonight. Amen.
Amen. Before I get into official comments, our town attorney, Dan Hartzog, is not with us tonight. He's going to stay in Cary. Our agenda is very limited, and that's a long travel for him to come down just to turn around and go back. So he's going to stay there. In attendance tonight, I'd like to recognize Commissioners-elect. Hope Page is here. Grilly Mitchell, former commissioner, Commissioner-elect Grilly Mitchell is here. Commissioner-elect Cynthia Hamilton is here. And not to be last, Commissioner-elect Lisa Tremmel is here. The new board will come on December 1st, which will be 2 weeks from tonight. Commissioner-elect Brian Marley, of course, is not here, and I just explained why. But nonetheless, we invite everyone to the board meeting on December 1st, where the outgoing board will be honored and recognized, and the incoming board will be honored, recognized, and the administration of oath will happen on the 1st. So I kind of wanted to just set that aside before we got into official comments, which will kick off with the manager's report. Nope. Approval of agenda. Yep. Do I have a motion to, do I have any additions or deletions to the agenda?
Mayor, I'd like to add as item B under new business, walking trail repair. That's would be item B for new business. And then also remove the closed session.
Okay, we have a motion to add under new business will be 8B, Walking Trail Repair Engineering Services Amendment, and then the removal of the closed session at the end of the agenda for personnel and for land acquisition. Do we have a second? Any further discussion? Seeing none? All in favor? Motion carries unanimously with the Mayor Pro Tem, Dr. Kenwana McCray, affirming. Manager's report. Now we can get to the manager's report.
Thank you, Mayor. I'd like to welcome everybody here this evening and our viewing audience at home on the live stream. In terms of the community corner, the 2025 Board of Commissioners inauguration is set for Monday, December 1st, 2025, 7 p.m. right here in the William Bill Luther Jr. and Doris Luther Meeting Room. There will be a reception afterwards in the Hope Mills Parks and Recreation Center for all of the elected and their family and friends. Veterans Day ceremony. We held our 2025 Veterans Day ceremony conducted by the VFW Post 10630. It was indeed an amazing event. The town was honored to pay tribute to our soldiers and was graced by the presence of Congressman Richard Hudson, Representative Francis Jackson, as well as other influential members of the region. Mayor's Coalition, the town was able to host the most recent quarterly Mayor's Coalition meeting at the John W. Hodges Public Safety Center. Elected officials from all municipalities gathered to discuss a unified approach for the future of Cumberland County. In terms of the Thanksgiving holiday, the town is continuing its partnership with the legendary and local Vic Blends through the Vic Blends Thanksgiving Community Give Back event. As you may be aware, he was gracious enough to paint a full mural on our basketball court, but has also agreed to resurface it as it was damaged due to long-term negative weather impacts. Well, he is back with the new surface material that is complete, and he's partnering with the 2-6 Project, the Barber Kings, and several other entities to provide free food, free haircuts, and free clothing to families in need. The event would take place on Wednesday, November 26th, from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. at Hope Mills Municipal Park in the parking lot near the basketball courts. As it relates to our police department, I'd like to take this time to acknowledge the Total Image Club at Jack Brett High School, who partnered with the Hope Mills Police Department to collect food for families in need. And the Hope Mills Fire and Police Departments are inviting everyone out to Lowe's on Friday, September 21st from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. for a free community event focused on keeping you and your family safe during the holiday season. Learn helpful tips on fire prevention, home security, and safe decorating. If you're anything like me, I love Christmas decorations, but we need to do it in a safe manner. As it relates to parks and recreation, the Christmas parade is set for Saturday, December 6th at 5 p.m. The parade route will begin at Rockfish Elementary across the street. Our Thanksgiving luncheon for seniors is set for Friday, November 21st at Hope Mills Parks and Recreation Center from 12 to 2 p.m. There will be Thanksgiving themed games, music, and food for our seniors. As it relates to the Chamber of Commerce, they had another successful chili cook-off at Dirtbag Ales, with first place going to Roman Red Chili by Smoke Locker Barbecue. And finally, Caribou Coffee is officially ready to open its doors. They are officially open to the public on November 19th, 2025, with the ribbon cutting with the Chamber of Commerce set for Friday, November 21st at 10 a.m. Yes, sir, 10 a.m. And always the last 2 pages of the manager's report will be updates on DLT roadways. I want you guys to stay tuned because I did hear from a little birdie that 295 may be opening sooner rather than later. I don't have an official date, but it's definitely not next year. It'll be a lot sooner than people may actually realize. And that does conclude the manager's report for this evening.
Thank you, Chancellor. I heard the same thing, too, about 295, and that appears to be one of the questions that a lot of folks in the community are asking, is when will 295 be open? Soon, by the end of this year. Okay, that concludes manager's report. Board members' comments are next. I'm going to start with Commissioner Craver.
Welcome, everyone. I don't have a thing to say, so enjoy your evening and come back next time. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Craver. Commissioner Legg?
Thank you, Mayor. I would like to thank everyone who came out this evening. I hope you enjoy and agree with everything that this board does, not only tonight, but for every day. Congratulations to those who were elected in the recent election. I wasn't in it, so I didn't have to go count stuff up. My wife went. So that's all we have from this commissioner. Any of you town staff have any questions before I ride out of here? I got one more meeting coming up, and then I can tell y'all bye-bye. But I'll be back to see you. Thank you. Good luck to all of you. Appreciate all your help and support.
Thank you, Commissioner
That's it,
Lake.
Mayor.
Commissioner Scarola.
Thank you, Mayor. It's good to see so many people in the audience. You look so happy. No? Okay, never mind. So the chamber had their chili cook-off, and I don't know, there was quite a few people there, but those who, if anyone likes NASCAR, you really missed an opportunity to see the Roto-Rooter NASCAR that was there at Dirtbag Ales. The Roto-Rooter was one of the big sponsors for the chili cook-off, and they actually had the car there, so everyone was able to go look at it and not necessarily climb through it. I wouldn't fit, but that's all I have, Mayor.
Thank you, Commissioner Scarola. Mayor Pro Tem Dr. Kenwana McCray.
Well, I can't see everybody, but hello, everybody. And I would just like to congratulate the new board and good luck to you all.
Okay. Thank you, Mayor Pro Tem McCray. For those of you that didn't have the opportunity to attend former Fire Chief Steve Lopez's funeral, it was well attended. It was full. It really was. It was a good opportunity to remember Chief. And I just wanted to kind of share that because it was on the same Saturday as the chili cook-off with the chamber. Veterans Day, that was well attended by everybody in the town. I thought it was one of the better ones that we've had, and they keep growing every year. Like Chancellor said, the Mayor's Coalition was Friday. That was well attended too. And then on November 13th, I had the opportunity to attend a special meeting at the City of Fayetteville for a joint meeting with the City Council and Cumberland County Commissioners as we continue to discuss going forward with the 911 Joint Operations Center. That was a long meeting. It was a very good meeting. The vote between both bodies was to agree to consolidation, but there's still a lot of discussion about going forward with who's going to take operational control of it. But nonetheless, these kinds of partnerships and collaboration, when you come together, this is where things are made or things are discussed. So that's going to be an ongoing meeting coming up. And other than that, I congratulate the newly elected board that's coming in 2 weeks. So I'm going to move on to presentations. The swearing in of police officer, I hope I get this name right. Is it Labretta McBride? Did I get it right? God, I'm amazed. I'm even shocked. Chief?
Yes, sir. Tonight we're fortunate to be swearing in Labretta. She comes to us with 14 years of law enforcement experience. Oh, yes, I thought he was out. What? Yes, 14 years of law enforcement experience, most recently from Hope County Sheriff's Office. She'll be in our patrol division right now, but she has a great deal of experience as a detective, so that might be something we pursue later on. And she's here with her cousin, Carolyn. Right? Come on up.
Excuse me. No.
You don't have to be back there. If you want to come up closer. There we go. Right hand. I'm going to say I, and then you're going to state your name. Okay, and then we're going to go through that, and then when I say state your position, you'll say what that is. Okay. I state your name. Do solemnly swear that I will be alert and vigilant to enforce the criminal laws of this state, that I will not be influenced in any manner on account of bias or prejudice, that I will support and maintain the Constitution and laws of the United States and the Constitution and laws of North Carolina, not inconsistent with, and that I will faithfully and impartially discharge the duties of my office as a law enforcement officer for the town of Hope Mills, accordingly, to the best of my skills, abilities, and judgment. So help me God. Chief, come on in. Okay.
Do you want me to take your phone and get some pictures for you?
You'll get them? Are you going to trust them to send pictures to you? Great. Congratulations. Thank you, Chief. Thank you. Nice to meet you, Caroline. Welcome to the family. Usually we say, welcome to the team, but when someone comes to us in Hope Mills, we always say, welcome to our family. All right. Okay. Next up is a public hearing. ZNG-012-25, initial zoning of 14.97 plus or minus acres of C2P planned service and retail district within town limits or more restrictive zoning for the undeveloped area located at approximately plus or minus 2,000 feet east from the intersection of Town Center Drive and Rockfish Road, and REIDS's 949487073600, 949487279500, 949487571400, 949487878400, 9494980467000. Portion submitted by Lori S. Epler on behalf of Palmer Williams, Sycamore Corner LLC, SRW Builders LLC, Williams Timber LLC, and Great Oaks Property Holdings LLC, the owners, and that's under tab 2. Xavier, go ahead.
First off, good evening, Mayor, Board of Commissioners. So tonight we'll be looking at the initial zoning request for case ZNG-012-25, and it's a request to initially zone to C2P Planned Service and Retail District. So the Town of Hope Mills staff received a request to initially zone 14.97 acres of land to C2P Planned Service and Retail District. It's located approximately 200 feet east from the intersection of the Town Center Drive and Rockfish Road. Parcel identification numbers are as follows, with parcel 9494980467 only being a portion of the parcel. The subject property is adjacent to the developed commercial properties as well as residential properties. Towards the rear of the property, there is a residential housing zone R10 that's within the county. To the left of the property, there is Trademore Village, which is a mix of commercial properties along with multifamily housing zone mixed use with conditional zoning, and that's within the town limits. To the right of the property, there is residential housing zoned R10 that's also within the county. as well as Cross Point Church Zone C2P within the town limits. Access will most likely come from Rockfish Road, and the Southwest Land Use Plan calls for heavy commercial, and this request does fall within the current guidelines of the Southwest Cumberland Land Use Plan. Here is an aerial view. And then we also have Lori S. Epler as the applicant on behalf of Palmer Williams, Sycamore Corner, SRW Builders, Williams Timber, and Great Oaks Property Holdings. Request initially to zone the C2P Plant Service Retail District at 14.97 acres. Here you can see they have access to sewer and also water. And then here is the current zonings of the properties around the subject property as well as the zoning of the subject property. And then right here it says the Southwest Cumberland Land Use Plan calls for heavy commercial and this request is compliant. Here's some pictures showing the area and the surrounding areas. And then if there's no questions from the board, then I suggest the floor be open for public hearing.
Thank you, Xavier. Do I have a motion?
Motion to open public hearing?
Have a second? All those in favor? Seeing none opposed, Mayor Pro Tem votes in the affirmative. Public hearing is now open. Is there anyone here that wants to speak in favor of ZNG-012-25? Is there anyone here that wants to speak in favor of ZNG-012-25? Seeing none. Is there anyone here that wants to oppose ZNG-012-25? Is there anyone here that wants to oppose ZNG-012-25? Seeing none?
Motion to close public hearing?
Motion to close, second?
Second.
All in favor? Seeing none opposed, Mayor Pro Tem votes affirmative. Motion carries. Public hearing is now closed. Do we have an action?
Mayor, I'd like to make a motion that we approve case ZNG 012-25, initial zoning, initial zoning request for C2P Plan Service and Retail District as it is consistent with the 2013 Southwest Cumberland Land Use Plan. The proposed zoning is a strategic fit with the town's ongoing and future goals for economic growth and development, is also appropriate given the existing and anticipated land uses nearby, making the request both reasonable and beneficial to the public.
We have a motion. Do we have a second? We have a motion. We have a second. Any further discussion? Seeing none, all in favor? Seeing none opposed, Mayor Pro Tem Dr. McCray votes in the affirmative. Motion carries. Thank you, Xavier. Next item, public hearing, public comments.
Mayor, no one signed up for public comments.
No one. Okay. Next item is number 6, consent agenda items A, B, C. Do I have an agenda? Do I have a motion to approve the consent agenda with A, B, and C?
Motion to approve consent as written.
Second? We have a motion, we have a second to approve consent agenda items A, B, and C. All in favor? Seeing none opposed, Mayor Pro Tem Dr. McCray votes in the affirmative. Motion carries. Consent agenda is approved. That is the end of the consent agenda. Next item is 7, old business. There are none. We come down to item 8. Under new business, item A, consideration and approval of budget amendment number 10 for the police department in the amount of $13,000, tab 6. Is that this one you, Drew, or is the chief coming up?
Chief, I was just going to say, we've got a budget amendment here allocating funds from the drug forfeiture monies, $13,000. If you've got specific questions about it, the chief's here to answer that.
Does any board member have any questions for the chief? Okay.
Well said.
I guess you're great tonight, chief. No
It's all,
questions.
it's all asset forfeiture money again. And just a reminder, that's the money we get from prosecuting drug dealers, so Drew, no cost to the taxpayers, right? Drew
right.
knows when I say that, so it's, all right?
Oh, thanks, chief. Do I have a motion to approve budget amendment number 10?
Mayor, motion to approve budget amendment number 10 for the police department in the amount of $13,000.
Do you have a second? All in favor? Seeing none opposed, Mayor Pro Tem Dr. McCray votes in the affirmative. Motion carries. We added item B, which is the walking trail repair engineering services amendment, and Beth is here to brief us on this item.
Good evening, Mayor and Commissioners. So we have been pondering with our engineer on what to do, considering the constraints of the cemetery and the major drop-off down to one of the fields in the new Jerry Leg complex. So we have come up with a plan. Unfortunately, none of this was foreseen on the front end. On top of that, the drainage work is a little additional, and then we would like for them to run this through a bidding process because we're not quite sure the cost of it. So this is budgeted in the stormwater fund. What is not budgeted is the funding for the construction, so we will likely be coming back to the next board, who is behind me so that they can hear this, with a budget amendment. There is money in the stormwater account, hopefully, to cover the total cost of the trail repair. Some of that is due to age, but a good majority of it is due to runoff from the cemetery. And obviously, we want to open the trail back up, but we also don't want to lose a portion of the cemetery, any more of the trail, or damage the field below. So that's why we asked to bring this before you guys with urgency and throw it in on tonight's meeting. So it is an additional cost of $22,300, but that's an up to amount. I highly doubt that we use all of that because we have in-house construction services. We'll do a bunch of the overseeing on that, but this is just in case.
This is just the estimate of what the services will look like. May not use it all,
Correct.
but nonetheless, we got a bracket funding here, and it's already budgeted for it.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate you telling me this, Beth, especially with the new board being present. That request for the project will come before them in a future board meeting.
Yes, it will.
So my guidance to the new board, incoming new board, would be to familiarize yourself with the project if you haven't already, because that will be one that'll be coming probably January, February, or earlier.
We are hoping that possibly their second board meeting, we will have something to bring before them.
December 15th.
If I don't get done with construction on that ball field before spring sports start, I will be in a whole lot of trouble.
Okay. Okay, so now we know exactly what the milestone is
Yes.
for the completion of this project. All right. So, any discussion before I call for the vote? None? Do I have a motion to approve Walking Trail Repair Engineering Services Amendment?
For the total, should we include the total amount in there?
23,
22.
yeah.
Mayor, I'd like to make a motion to approve the walking trail repair and engineering services amendment, the amount of $22,300.
Do we have a second? We have a second. All in favor? Aye. Seeing none opposed, Mayor Pro Tem Dr. Kenwana McCray votes affirmative. Okay, Beth, you got it.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
It's approved. Last item tonight is the last committee updates on committee activities from this board. Commissioner Brian Marley's not here. He'll, of course, in the next time we brief, he'll brief HPC and RULAC. We'll go down to item B, Commissioner Elise Craver with the Homelessness Advisory Committee.
We didn't actually physically meet this past month. It was done on Zoom. And I'm not sure if was everyone able to log on? I know there for a while they were not. But the only thing that they discussed is they're putting food baskets together to take out to the encampments to help with Thanksgiving. And other than that, that's all that we discussed.
Thank you, Commissioner Craver. Commissioner Legg, did you go to the appearance or Commissioner Scarola? Did you go to the appearance?
I did not.
Okay. Did you go? Okay. Commissioner Scarola?
Thank you, Mayor. So, our last meeting, we weren't able to get a quorum. However, there was stuff that had already discussed that's still going on. The electrical box, painting. So we had seen, renditions that were given to us by the artist. We're still doing discussions. Well, I'll just put it like that. We're still in discussions with that. Yeah, I think that's appropriate. Yes, we're still in discussions. That is all I have, Mayor, for that committee.
Continue on.
Okay. So for the air quality, I have not had a meeting recently. Usually I get the updates at the FAMPO TAC meeting. That unfortunately is not until next week. So I will have updates, well, not like, I'll make sure I get, whatever information I get, I will be somehow put out in email or what have you. So no updates for that. For the Chamber of Commerce, of course, we had the chili cook-off. It was magically delicious. My chili was piping hot. Yes, no one enjoyed it. That's great. Oh, it's okay. I mean, I don't have to be a good cook. That's okay. Someone who's a better cook than me, that's for sure. I can't remember. It was there was people that actually cook for a living. Yeah, Chancellor had the name of the winner. Yeah, but
Mayor, I would like to thank Commissioner Scarola for attending those meetings in my absence.
no problem. No problem.
Thank you, Commissioner
I
Legg.
just can't get out and hop around very much.
I got you. Then also, I was also present for the HPC, but we have two members from the HPC I think could also brief it as well, Mayor.
Yes. I do think so. Not to put those two members on the spot, but if they would like to brief the HPC meeting, please come to the mic.
No pressure.
If they would, if they could, maybe they should.
Is this on?
It is
Can I
now.
start singing instead? We are participating in the parade, so we had a very heavy discussion on the parade, and we have a surprise this year, and we're getting things in the mail, so we're very excited about that. The Artist Village is going to be decorating the chapel this year. We are going to be decorating the outside of the chapel as well.
What was done to
There was a problem with the roof leaking. And with the roof leaking, we were having musty smell, molding smells, and the carpeting was torn up from the altar area. And in my opinion, the floors are beautiful. There's beautiful floors underneath that carpet. I also know that Teresa and Roy have been working on the floors, sanding it because the residual glue that held the rug down, there was patches of that. And the front door is repaired because the lock was jamming up and we were having problems with the lock. But the door itself is in bad shape. And when they actually took the door off the hinges to really take a look at the structure of the door, and the door is, it's not like, I don't even think it's repairable. That's not my forte, but by looking at it at a novice eye, it doesn't look repairable. So those doors, a coat of paint is not going to fix those doors.
Hey, Don, take a look at those.
See, the issue is because it's a historic building, and now HPC is gonna start doing the, historical aspect and stuff like that. We have to restore the doors to historical,
Right,
so.
we can't-
So it's gonna be an issue in itself. Now, that funding, I believe, is under Parks and Rec for the repair of the doors. I'm not sure. Who is that funding under?
I'm looking into that now. Liaison Commissioner Marley did speak with me earlier today. I have seen pictures of it. This
It's no fair.
no. So the complicated portion is the fact that under normal storage circumstances, you just go to Lowe's and get a door, but historic, it's a little bit more complicated. And so I'll do additions to the research to see what funding source it comes from, but I actually started looking into that today.
And I do know that Teresa was looking at, while we were at the meeting, they were looking at websites that have historical windows, historical doors, and the price was, I don't remember the actual dollar amount, but it wasn't something that I could afford. I know that. It's a definite, do you remember the price?
Well, see, and there's alternate avenues of approach for this, because we can go not just, looking at getting new ones rebuilt. We can also see, check the marketplace to see if there's any old churches that are getting rid of their historical doors. So there's different ways to approach it. We may just look out and find, a building that's being destroyed that match the architecture style of the building that we could use. So there's options, but it'll be a search.
The doors will have to be replaced.
Yes, because
Yes, yes.
it's almost like a sandwich board, and the outside is fine. It's the inside layers that are bad.
Okay.
So,
And they might be able, in this current climate of churches, that churches are closing their doors, and they're being sold for restaurants and alternative housing. Like Joanne was saying, that there's places that are selling stained glass windows, or are selling church pews, are selling doors, hopefully.
There's a company called Architectural Savage. They're based out of Greensboro. Most people turn older antique items into them, but they are perfect for historical renovations, because if you need that window sill or that certain specific type of oak used in the 1800s, they are a good source. So I'll forward that information to Chad Reeves to see if that's a place that they can look at to see if they can find some kind of match for that type of door.
Okay.
How'd I do for being put on the spot? Did I do okay?
You did well. You did very well. You educated the incoming board about another project that's going to be coming their way in the coming months. And we thank you. Is that it? All right. Mayor Pro Tem Dr. Kenwater McCray, you still with us?
I am here.
Okay. Your committee reports.
I feel like we just did this, so there's not a lot of changes to Economic Development Committee. We haven't met yet. The prime movers, they, like I stated before, they are working on a scholarship program with Southview High School so that we are able to try to recruit younger people to come into the prime to work with the prime movers. And we've also dropped the age from 18 to 16-year-olds being able to participate now. At the second board meeting in December, they have asked for the mayor to present a proclamation just to kind of get the word out there to the students that they can apply for the scholarship. And they are also doing a meal giveaway at Southview High School. I believe it's this weekend. And they're working on doing something for Christmas as well. And the arts and culture, we're still just crossing our fingers, we have within the next 2 weeks, we should know if we got the funding for the mural. That will be on a Parks and Rec if we get it. And they are working on the celebration for the town's 135th anniversary. And I think I gave you all the dates for that. Hold on one second. I think it's March 12th. Let me double check. Yes. No, March 14th. That celebration will be at Heritage Park on March the 14th. And they are working with the Historic Commission as well as Parks and Rec on that celebration as well. And I think that includes everything for my committees.
Okay. Thank you, Mayor Pro Tem Dr. Kim Craig. The last one belongs to me, and that's Mayor's Coalition. Our town of Hope Mills just hosted the Mayor's Coalition here last Friday, and it was well attended. We had a lot of the mayors that were here, and I want to thank our staff, especially Karanda and Ashley, because they were the ones behind the entire scheduling and putting it together. Also, our Mayor's Coalition, the clerk of the Mayor's Coalition is our clerk, Ashley Wyatt. And she continues to take the minutes and makes all the schedules and puts out all the notifications to all 9 municipalities. 2 key things that were brought up, of course, was one of them was the 911 call center, which is an ongoing project. The other one is the Hope Mills Land Use Plan, which we are still involved in now. And I encourage everyone, if you haven't completed the survey, please take the time and do that. Parks and Rec Advisory Committee will be meeting next Monday night. I think Mark Hess is here.
Actually, no, we're not gonna have any more meetings until then.
So it's been, okay, so, okay. So I'm glad that you're here, Mark, because there will not be another Parks and Rec Committee meeting until January. Okay, Alibi?
Yes. I completely forgot about the Christmas committee, the Christmas decorations. So this morning I was diligently replacing light bulbs on Christmas decorations that are going on the light poles. So we have some brand new light decorations. There'll be the candy canes and also the Christmas trees. We still have, I think, just under $2,000 in the budget remaining. Slowly but surely, we hope to replace some of the snowflakes and some of the other wreaths because they don't match. We only have, 4 of the new ones. So we're working on it. So if it's tacky, everyone can blame me. I will take it.
Thank you very much.
Hey,
It's tacky, I'm not going to touch that.
that's fine.
Item 10, closed session was removed from the agenda. Last item is item 11, monthly reports and informational items. The last thing is item 12, staff comments. Any staff comments? Nope. Seeing none, do I have a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Second? All in favor? We stand adjourned tonight. Thank you very much for coming. Would the members of the